Namaste, friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot. I am here to bring forward another message for whomever needs to hear it. So I'll be using the Wild Unknown Tarot, the Animal Tarot, the Archangel Animal Oracle, messages from your animal spirit guides, and Soul's Journey for another oracle. I did pre-shuffle. I'm going to just shuffle once. I shuffle each deck before while I pick up the energy of the message that's coming through. Open myself up to the guidance from Spirit to bring these messages. So what I saw was adversity, death, and then the blue heron from this deck, which is the kind of like the title card, and the gray squirrel and the Four of Swords. So whoever this message is for, or this is a pre-message, this is energy of you've just been through a really turbulent time, an ending, there's happiness, and then there's this rest and restoration, happiness and loneliness. I'm aware that being happy means I am on the right path, and loneliness, I know that I am never alone. These are very soothing colors. And this is a pod of dolphins, so it feels as though things have been swirling around you recently, and it's finally to the point where you need to rest and restore that Four of Swords energy. And even though you're taking time to yourself, you know that you are not really alone, that you are just seeking some solitude for some rest and recovery time. So let's see, I'll pull some tarot on that. What is this about? Okay. That is the Daughter of Wands. So that is the Page of Wands in the challenge position. We'll leave that there. Page of Wands in the challenge position. Father of Cups, King of Cups, Ten of Swords. There's that ending. And the High Priestess. Yeah. Okay. So this is detaching from this situation, not taking any action, not reacting to anything, just taking time to step back and acknowledge this ending of this cycle and becoming emotionally detached so that you can integrate the lesson. There's that Five of Cups. It's kind of that sorrowful, mournful energy of regret, of melancholy, looking back and not feeling like you really handled all of that right. Here's another 10 of Wands. We have a cup here and 5 cups here. They're different colors, different shapes. This is a black, this is white. It's just an alignment of that is very opposite, polar energies, kind of. This is like an Ace of Cups. There's a new opportunity that's literally descending down. But I'm being told that this is, you need time to release this. And the only way you can release this is to get the spiritual perspective of the lesson. So here we have the two tens, 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, brutal ending. I mean, good golly. I don't know if you can see, but you know, the sword through the eyes of this buffalo, and he's been stabbed in the back so many times, and finally it's like he couldn't see because he had the sword through his eyes. So now he's trying to see the lesson from a spiritual perspective, and I'm saying it's a masculine energy that I'm picking up on, but it's energy, not gender. And there is the Seven of Pentacles. And this is like steps, taking steps. Do you see how they're kind of in the stepping stones, like Ascension? This is a stepping stone, this lesson. Last card on this before I pull another oracle. Okay, there we go. Okay, so here we have the Eight of Swords. Now, in this deck, the Eight of Swords is usually in traditional tarot, it's like somebody being trapped. But this one is somebody being exposed to some really harsh truths that are helping them transform. Came in the challenge position because these truths are hard. They are hard to hear. This lesson requires the acknowledgement of these hard truths. Okay, oh, that was the last card. All right, yeah, I was corrected. Thank you. Let's pull from the messages from your animal guides. This is the Hawaiian owl, Pu'eo. Your ancestral spirit guides are offering you guidance now, so pay close attention to signs and omens from them. So this is going to help whoever this is integrate the spiritual lesson here by listening to signs. It's watching for signs, listening for, and that's the wisdom that is going to be gained with this owl from this spiritual lesson, which is going to help to elevate you. Now, the polar bear came out before. Stand up for yourself and speak truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to outcome. There's that King of Cups energy. And here's the truths that we were talking about. Okay, so this unhappiness that this person has been going through is because they've not been on the right path. They're not aligned with their spiritual destiny. And because of that, it's been uncomfortable. And they've been getting these signs, these painful signs. And they've put up with this for so long that finally, with that, when we saw that death card and that adversity, they finally decided enough. Okay, I submit. I'm willing to be transformed. I'm going to allow the release of this prior karmic cycle because I was unwilling to learn the lesson and embrace it. One more, please. Spirit, one more for my viewer. Peacock. Let yourself stand out and be noticed. That's always my mom card because my mother loved peacocks. Let yourself stand out and be noticed. Stand up for yourself. So we have the polar bear and the peacock. Stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to outcome, and let yourself stand up and be noticed. Okay, so when you say no, when it says no attachment to outcome, that means you've submitted to the divine plan and purpose for what is right for you. Which deck should I use? This one. Thank you. All right, let's pull another. Badger. Bring your life into balance. And look how this is two badgers. It's not one badger. This is two badgers, and one is hanging his head very much like this horse. It feels very admonished, like regret that they made the decisions they did because they weren't in alignment. But they're being nurtured. They're being cared for and supported and loved by their counterpart, whether in the physical or energetically. They feel foolish. And this one, they sense the energy of I told you so. But this, which feels like the divine feminine, is not saying it. But they're feeling that. It's like, I was told not to go down this road, and I did. And now I've got to face the consequences and surrender my life to divine will. Listen intently to understand. It's been a difficult journey here. They need to talk. They need to talk about what's happened. They want to share it with you. Okay, let's see what the let's see. This is the Animal Tarot. That was definitely intentional. Upside down. Life experience. That's the Tower card in reverse. Okay, so here is the butterfly Here is the butterfly here. The Tower in reverse is, and this is the animal, the cuckoo. Important changes are coming into your life that will require you to take action. Don't hesitate in new directions you know. Don't hesitate to move in new directions you know are right for you. Okay, so by listening to his guides and his higher self and being intuitive, he will be guided to do what is best for him. But this Tower is the reconstruction now of the new life with after the surrender and after coming out of these endings. Remember, we saw the Death card in the pre-shuffle and then the 2 10s. Definitely endings. So now we have the Queen of Winter. All life experiences, and look at that. Life experience have prepared you for this moment of truth. Truth, truth, truth. It is time to declutter your home, clear away situations that aren't working for you anymore, and disengage from people who create more drama than happiness. That's why that's the loneliness card. They're surrounded by people who create drama. You're working so hard. Here's the 10 of Wands. And all the stress will soon become too much. Reach out for help from others and take some time to play and enjoy life. Okay, so the ending, here's another 10. So we have 3 10s, this ending, because it's been a very stressful cycle. And look, the Saint Bernard is known for rescuing. So it feels like this person's going to reach out to you because they want to talk. They need to be listened to. They need to talk and tell you their story. Because through that, it's going to help them, what did I just hear? Reformat. Then they're going to understand the lesson. But they need to talk it out. They need to be able to share it with somebody so that they can, it's almost like get confirmation and maybe your perspective. And that's, where's the, yeah. He's finished telling his story. And she's like, I understand. So that's the energy. If you're Divine Feminine reading this, or listening to this reading, that is the energy you need to be in. That compassionate, letting them recalibrate their life to get on their right spiritual path, because they have been bombarded with very low vibration energy because it was trying to steer them away from this whatever they were surrounding themselves with. 7 of Cups. It's time to stop procrastinating and make a decision so that you can move forward with a priority. If you need to do more research, then do so, but don't overthink the situation. Listen to your heart. Okay. I'm going to pull a couple of cards from Soul's Journey, and then that will wrap up this reading. Service. I feel good when I help others. That's reciprocating energy. So you feel good when you help this person, and they feel good because they're going to, they've been trying to help others, and they thought that that was going to help them establish happiness in their life, but it didn't. It was a form of codependency, and it created more drama. It attracted people who used them, him, whatever. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Yeah, obviously. Okay, last one, please. Acceptance. There's that surrender. Yeah. All right. I'm going to leave it there. Namaste.